I left the courtroom during my divorce trial, and I realized that it was never love, it was just a transaction. Wow, so we did a whole marriage and did the whole duration of a child and starting a family just to find out that it was all about money.
R.I.P. Tina Turner. What's love got to do with it? Marriage is a contract. No love in a contract. There's always somebody getting fucked in a contract in some way, shape, or form. We like to say, oh, it's a ceremony and you know, y'all binding together and till death do you part, but none of that actually changes anything. You can do all of those things without this contract. Sucks that you gotta find out this way, like a lot of dudes gotta find out this way, that she may have just been, you know, in a marriage with you for the money, or not even for the money. You may really wanted to, you know, get married, but after you kind of do well for yourself and she just probably not feeling you that much no more. Could have been something you was doing, or it could just be one of those days and she just like, yeah, I don't like this nigga no more, but I'm also gonna leave with a severance package, and that severance package is gonna be funded by you. If you decide to do that and get married, you gotta sometimes deal with situations like this. Luckily, we get to look at this vid of you entertain us for 50 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Tyrese is the new meme. Every time he got some life shit going on because he exposes everything, I love to watch.
Just to find out that it was all about money, status, transaction. Imagine me being the only actor in a relationship to then realize that I was in a relationship for 5 years with one of the best actors I've ever met in my life.
We don't do misogyny over here, but manipulation I would give to the women. You know what I'm saying? If you don't really know anything about kind of female tendencies, your ass could get swindled 3,500 ways before you blink an eye. One of the manipulation tactics is crying. That's one of the biggest things you gotta learn. Fuck the tears. What are you crying about? Were you still in the wrong? If you're still in the wrong, your tears are meaning nothing. If I hurt you, of course, it's a different story. But if you did some fuck shit and I'm confronting you about it, and now you're crying, that makes it worse. Now I know, okay, look, we're not gonna do that here. Fuck your tears. You did this wrong. This is what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Don't let them guilt trip you into thinking you making me cry, so now you're in the wrong, because that's what will happen. You look at the tears, you're like, fuck, am I doing something wrong? Maybe I am wrong. And if you give them that inch to stand on, they will definitely use them tears against you. If you let it get to you a little bit and they see that, they will definitely flip the shit on you, even though they can 100% know, yeah, I fucked up. But just to get rid of that guilt and not feel bad about what they did, they will try to push that shit on you. And that's manipulation 101. That's just one of them. You know what I'm saying? You got to subscribe, buy the course down below if you want to figure out more. But yeah, it's a short little vid. I just seen Tyrese share some more information about his personal life going down in a blaze. You know what I'm saying? So I decided, hey, why not react to it? Pretty good content, I would say. He's entertaining as fuck when he's going through shit. He the one that gave us the classic meme.
What more do you want from me?
But I also want to talk about this topic because it brings up the discussion about marriage being strictly transactional. I always kind of felt that. I never really understood. When I say, why would I get married? People bring up tax benefits and all this other bullshit. And it's like, when I weigh my options logically, it's pretty clear to see that this is not something that means anything. This is an emotional thing that a lot of people do. When it's not emotional at all, it's strictly a contract, but it's so much emotion tied into it. You got a little girl that's raised up and say, find a good man and get married, have a family. Concept of marriage, I definitely agree with 100,000%. Find somebody good, y'all build a life together. Studies already show that when a kid grow up in a two-parent household, they do better. So it's obvious that two people is better than one. Even without the statistics, it's pretty obvious. Two motherfuckers can lift more shit than one. So it's just basic logic. But when you get off the concept of marriage, it's like, why? It's nothing but negatives for the man. Taking on more risk. I'm not risking all the assets I have, if you have any. I can get financially ruined by no fault of my own if she just decides, you know what? This nigga ugly now. Now you have to suffer and be Tyrese without the money. That concept I could just never get behind. Especially when you can do everything you can do outside of a marriage in a marriage. Just don't want to sign a contract for love. Love is very fickle. I don't know one businessman that signs a contract out of emotion. That is not business 101. Does the deal make sense? Read the contract. Read the fine print. If it makes sense, sign that bitch. We got a deal. You know what I'm saying? Contract don't make sense, we're not signing it. No deal. But hey, that's the end of this vid. If you did enjoy the content, make sure you click the like and subscribe button to join the sect. We out.